start from the point that I assume that the respondents recognize that we are in a country operating under the rule of law. And if they accept that fact, then a competent court having made an order, I've never seen orders that are so express and explicit like this one, directing the IG, Mr. Kanja, and the DCI, Mr. Amin, to produce Mr. Ndiangui Kenyagia on the 1st of July 2025 at 11 a.m. That's the first part of that order. It is 12:43 at the time I'm speaking. And the two gentlemen have not produced Mr. Ndiangui Kenyagia. This court specifically directed them that if they fail to produce him, in default, they have to attend court to show cause. So we all agree there is no production, but I can see they are not here. I'm only seeing Mr. Maro. He's not the DCI, he's not the IG. So if you're operating under the rule of law, at the very bare minimum, the two gentlemen should be in court, doing the explanations which counsel is purporting to do from the back. Because underlying all this is the liberty and the life of a citizen at stake. We may speak all the English, but there is an individual whose life and liberty is at stake at the end of the day. And that should be the primary concern of all the parties and the law. And in furtherance to that limb, my lord, Mr. Ndiangui seemed to have only attracted the attention of the respondents.
That is the second petition.
The second petition seemed to have only attracted the attention of the respondents on the 18th of June.
On 18th?
18th of June 2025, and that is, my lord, as per the Annex 10, the replying affidavit, page 10. Sorry, on the 19th of June. 19th of June, as per the annexure found at page 10 of the replying affidavit, is a letter signed by one Zachary Kariuki, the DCI operation support unit. And that letter, my lord, it is the first time that the question of liberty of the second petitioner is being discussed. Before that day,
just a minute. We are referring to
page 10 of the replying affidavit of the respondents.
That item is...
It's a letter dated 20th of June. It's a letter from National Police Service, the letterhead, Directorate of Criminal Investigation.
So it's addressed to who?
It's addressed to the Director General Communications Authority of Kenya. The DCA is addressing the Director General Communications Authority of Kenya to help them trace.
The letter is dated?
Dated 20th of June 2025. And on the 21st of June, they are its residents as confirmed by the inventory, the two inventories. So the only person who publicly is known to be interested in the second petitioner are the respondents, no other person. And it is also not in doubt that he disappears on that 21st of June. If it quacks like a duck, if it walks like a duck, it can only be a duck. And in their replying affidavit, they are speaking to recoveries of items in his house, confirming presence in the scene. They are not speaking to investigating or finding this man, the substance of this habeas application. If they were really minded to protect the fundamental rights of the second petitioner, and if they didn't know where he is, the report to court today will have been the number of witnesses they've questioned, the track and trace they have deployed, the CCTVs they have seen around the scene, to explain the whereabouts of a Kenyan who they will have said they are in their custody. But to the extent they are not talking about that, they are only talking about the items they've recovered and a purported expose. We can only conclude they have it. And those are the questions. If the orders of this court issued yesterday were complied with, we will be asking the two gentlemen and their subordinates whose names appear on the inventory to have been present at the residence of the second petition.
Yes.
So, my Lord, as I conclude, I will pray that this honorable court, to the extent that we have this order still in force, to give dignity and to assert the authority of the judicial process, with the participation and the presence of the two, Mr. Kanja and Mr. Amin, in person answering this question, and their subordinates who have signed this inventory. Only one agency in this country in the supporting affidavit of Florence Muturi have not been denied the presence of Subarus and the gentlemen in those Subarus in civilian in violation of the law as not. They make no mention to them. Do give justice to the second petitioner and his family.
You want to add?
Yes, yes, Your Lordship.
Yeah.
There are certain aspects, Your Lordship. I'll be
Which
speaking
ones?
directly to the affidavit.
Which ones?
Yes, Your Lordship.
Which ones?
Your Lordship, I'll be sticking to the contents of a supplementary affidavit, the issue of the arrest warrants, and averments by manual for the respondents in terms of their interest with the second respondent.
But what has senior counsel done? What has Mr. Willis done?
Your Lordship, if you would indulge me, perhaps you would find that.
I will, but I want to find out
Yes, Your Lordship.
what you are adding.
Yes, Your Lordship. I'll be speaking to the fact of, Your Lordship, there was an averment by counsel to the respondent that they are looking for the second petitioner and not investigating. I would wish to point out to this honorable
But that's what he
specific
said.
paragraphs.
But that's what he said.
Yes, Your Lordship. I'll be alluding to their replying affidavit where they indicate that he is a person of interest, as well
Yeah,
as
they have
our-
said that.
Your Lordship, the averment was that they are looking for it. Your Lordship, there's a difference between a missing person, Your Lordship, and a person being investigated for having committed a crime. That was the distinction.
You know, we really have to try and focus on why we are here. You understand the council?
Yes, Your Lordship. Yes.
Today was meant to be a very brief day. So just let me know what you want to add. We have read this affidavit, haven't we?
Yes, Your Lordship.
We have read the inventories, haven't we?
Yes, Your Lordship.
Yes. So just add what you want to add instead of making a day very long. Give us your name,
I'm Mr. Abner Mango, Your Lordship.
Mr.
Abner Mango.
So I can have Mr. Mango.
Yes, Mango is fine.
It's easier.
The truth.
So proceed, Mr. Mango.
Yes, Your Lordship, I'll be very direct and speak to what has not been. Your Lordship, just referring the court to the affidavit in support of the agency. Your Lordship, there is a miscellaneous.
Let's not go there. We read that affidavit. We are here. We are part of that agency.
It has not been spoken to. It has not been spoken to, Your Lordship. There is the second annexure. The inventory was the first one, but the second annexure, Your Lordship, to the affidavit in support of the agency, is a miscellaneous application, number E2362 of 2025. This is the affidavit dated 27th of June 2025.
So which affidavit are you looking at?
There is an affidavit in support of agency. Your Lordship, just to give you a brief background.
I have to be there before you
Yes.
give me a brief background.
I'm taking you to 27.
So I'm looking for that document.
Very well.
Don't be in a hurry. You must be looking at a different document.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Which document are you looking at?
Your Lordship,
Give me
there's
the
a
title of that document.
Yes, there's a certificate of agency filed on 27th of June, and there was a further affidavit in support of the certificate of agency.
When here we go by the date the document
Dated
is dated.
27th of June 2025.
When is this agency dated?
27th of June 2025.
Certificate.
Yes, Your Lordship. And that is why I was giving you the background that the initial certificate was filed on 24th, and having not been given any directions, another certificate of agency was filed on the 27th of June.
And when was the application seen?
On the 27th of June 2025 is when Your Honorable Lordship gave direction. After the subsequent filing of the second certificate.
24th was which day?
24th was on Tuesday.
It was filed at what time?
24th at 9:34 a.m.
And we sit up to when?
You see? And Your Lordship, that's what prompted the
No.
Yes.
See, you seem to be saying
Yes.
we were late in acting on your application.
Yes, Your Lordship.
So we sit up to what time?
5 p.m.
Do you know when we saw this?
on 27.
And you know it has to be allocated.
Yes.
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 So you know when it was allocated.
On 27. That was after the subsequent certificate.
It can be dated 24th but filed on 26th.
No. We filed on 24th.
I can easily confirm here.
Yes, Your Lordship.
No,
We
but
can
just
confirm.
check. When was
In
it
fact,
filed?
the first ground of that certificate was that we had filed on 24th. That was our first.
Who filed?
Through the firm of VRA.
It was not you. Sindio?
Yes, Your Lordship.
Yeah. So you are told we file. He gave an assistant to upload. Maybe the system was down. That week we had the system was down. Eh? Yeah. So you are banning.
Your Lordship, your attention.
Wait. No, but are you able to see at what time did they upload?
27 at 12:14, 30.
And he's saying they uploaded when? That is a certificate of urgency.
Yes.
The initial petition.
On 24th of June, 2025 at 8:19 p.m.
You see? So who sits at night? Don't come here and make an allegation in front of the media. You accuse us as if we don't work. So that was
Your Lordship, my
24th.
apologies.
Wait, this is just umefanya mbaya, only that you didn't know. So that is 24th. Then you come here and see. That was the of the week. No, not 24th.
It's Tuesday.
It's on Tuesday. And then you sit from morning 8:30 up to some time. Before you